Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lock-In Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lock-In Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lock-In Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lock-In Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lock-In Show.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joe Lock-In. How y'all doing, man? I know y'all haven't seen your boy in a while. How y'all been doing? I ain't been on this show in a cool minute. How everybody doing, man? This Messy Monday, we have a great show lined up for you. What's going on, Aqua Woman? How y'all doing, man? I haven't seen everybody in a minute. Everybody doing well? Y'all enjoying the new shows? Your cooking show, you got a cocktail show, and you got women's only. Hey, Aqua Woman. I've been around. You know, we got so many shows now. And so, you know, I'm letting everybody get their time, and hopefully y'all enjoying the new shows because, you know, we're building on the network now. So, but I've been here. I've been around. I've been in the background. Y'all may see me walk through from time to time. But, you know, we still going to do our show. We still going to do our show. Still talk about relationships and all that good stuff. I missed y'all. How y'all been? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Y'all do get to see your boy, you know, if you want to see me, Coffee Conversations, right? You do get to see that, right? Y'all know we got Mimi Leonard, the franchisor of Frozen Rooster, going to be in the building this Wednesday. So make sure y'all lock it in the Coffee and Conversations. Just go to the LIM network, man. Y'all gonna see all kind of different shows. We got like 2 other more new shows that's getting ready to come out. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I know you guys want me and nephew, but we want to make sure that as we build a network, it's just not nephew and I. So that's the whole thing. I told y'all we have some new things coming, and hopefully you guys are enjoying Reese and Monique, Denise and her crew, and you gotta let her cook with the one and only Chef Pickens. We're going to work on the chef show. It was a good show. We got some things that we want to work on as far as angles, making sure you guys can get a more of experience of the cooking. And so that was our first time doing a cooking show. So we thank you guys for bearing with us because that is the first time we ever did that type of show. Usually our shows are sitting down and people are talking. But a cooking show, we got to get better at producing. So we definitely going to be doing better on that. But thank y'all guys so much. Hit the like button. Share out there, man. What's going on, Bridget? How y'all doing? Glad to see y'all. MD in the building. What's up, big dog? How y'all doing, man? Man, what is going on with y'all boy in the White House? We're going to be talking about that. Since we've been gone, there's so much didn't happen, man. I have no idea. Greetings. There you go with that bullshit. Greetings. What's up, Sky Lady? Pam, how y'all doing? Let me ask y'all a question. We're not gonna get political, but how y'all feeling about the atmosphere with the economy and the tariffs? Y'all good? Anybody lost their job? Y'all okay? Everybody good with that? What's up, A and J? How you doing? It's definitely a transition for everybody. It's definitely going to be that, y'all. I'm not going to get in here and bash anybody. That's not what we do on this show. I'm just going to tell everybody. Ooh, yeah, it's about to get real. But like I said, I'm not going to get in here and bash the administration or praise the administration. I'm just going to say everybody hang tight for a change to come and whatever that's going to look like, man. Let's support each other. That's what I'm going to tell everybody. Y'all hit the like button. Let's go ahead and let me see. Can I? Because I have not. No, let me. Man, why am I the only person? Oh, I know I could actually do likes on my own page, but that's cool. But yeah, we got some news that we're gonna be getting into. MD, how's it going out there on them ports, man? Because I know you're on them ports, bro. I know it's not easy for y'all right now. Because what I do understand is that a lot of stuff is being held up at the ports, and some people said they don't have the money because they have to pay the tariffs. So stuff is just sitting at the ports because the high tariffs are 140 or whatever they can put on them now. They can't afford to pay for the tariffs to come in because their owner is not going to take it. I mean, the people who are actually selling is not going to take it. So that's not good. That's not good. But I think the best thing we can do, y'all, man, why is this fruit fly in here? But the best thing I think we can do, honestly, y'all, if you know that there's a job opening or if you know that you got something going on in your community that you can help people, man, let's make sure we stick together. because right now we have no idea what this looks like. If somebody needs some bread, needs some sugar, be willing to loan it to them, man. We got to pull together in this time until we figure out what it's all going to look like for all of us, right? Because we may be up one day, but then on the next day we may be down. So the best thing I would say, man, let's make sure my goal is right now to make sure I stay in position to help other people, and hopefully if I do get in a bad position, other people are gonna be able to help me. So Char's in the building. What's up, baby? Soul Bird is in the building. How y'all doing? I missed y'all, man. I haven't seen y'all in a cool minute. Thank y'all for liking the new shows. Everybody's finding their footing in podcasting. The goal of Locking In Media is to lock into new talent and to actually help them get their podcast off the road. I hope y'all are loving everything that we're doing. Y'all know most of the folks, especially Denise. Y'all know who she was. Chef Pickens has been on this show a couple of times, but no, now she got her own podcast. Hey, Char, how you doing, baby? And Char, I think I saw someone showed me that you had texted us earlier or emailed me. I think it was. But Steph told me, sorry I didn't get back to you, Mama. But to let everybody know, people been asking, where have I been? I've been in the background watching and giving advice on these new different shows. And so that's why y'all haven't seen me much. Like Wednesdays, women's only. Thursday is Monique's day. Tuesdays we take off and Fridays we take off. I decided to go ahead and take Fridays off because, man, we have been doing podcasting for a year straight. And, we needed a break to be able to actually work on some shows, build some sets, and work in between a lot of stuff. So it's been fun, but it's a lot of work putting into these other shows that we're doing. So that's why we had to take some time off from just doing the Joe Lockett show. And what y'all going to see during the Joe Lockett time now is a lot of different shows, but you are going to get Nephew and I maybe once or twice a week doing our show. What's up, Nephew?
What's good?
Yeah, you good now? Everything
I'm
working
now.
All right. So we got Nephew in the house.
No.
Well, hey, man, it seemed like I haven't been in 4K, but this is the first time I'm in 4K with the cameras that I purchased.
Yeah, you a bad omen, bro.
Well,
they work with everybody else. When you want to do it, it go haywire. You shut the system down.
I shut the system down. They had to adjust to the big dog walking in.
Man,
it had the 4K had to get ready. It was ready for me.
This one I don't like. I had this crowd already set up. I was ready for the show because I'm like, I played with it at least 3 times. You know what I mean? I played with it at least 3 times. Went through the bugs and boogers. No, I gotta shut down the show and redo it.
Well, I mean that's what it is. Sharon Vargas is on there. Hey Jay, what's going on? Lady J is in the building. You saw the short lady. I call it desk. There goes my baby.
Lady J.
Yeah, your mama.
It's another Lady J in
I
Atlanta.
said I'm talking about over there, bro.
Oh, man, you be talking to TikTok so much, you never know who you talking to.
I'm talking to your mama right now.
Hold on now.
I'm talking to your mama right now.
Hold on now.
Hey, Lady J. How you doing?
Yeah, this is a short lady, man.
Yeah, that's why I said short lady, Lady J. And you're like, who we talking about? Then I had to your mama.
No, I don't like that.
But that's what I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mama. Don't call my mama.
I know that's why I said Lady J. You said you playing dumb. I said short lady. You said well. I had to say I'm talking about your mama, bro.
No, I don't like that.
I understand that, but you didn't catch a goddamn hit. So hell, hey Lady J, how you doing?
Hold on, man. I gotta adjust you real quick. I didn't think you was gonna bring the mic that close. Hold on.
I'll take it down. That's fine. There we go.
All
right, y'all.
Right there.
Yeah. So how y'all doing, man? Have y'all? I mean, we got some topics to get into. There's some things because this mess I'm finna be mess as hell. I know Nephew got some shit that he want to get into. Definitely. We ain't talked about no damn news in a minute. So I'm gonna see what you got, mother. And then get on back over here because we ain't been ignorant in a minute. Everybody, these shows. So what I noticed about these shows, everybody is just
we've been pigeonholed and shackled for a minute.
But today we back. Kyoko Music is in the building. Kyoko called me after the show because I was listening to your song today. Yeah, and I got a project I want to do with that.
Ooh, Miss Kiki.
Kiki, she loves me. Man, Kiki looking good too.
That don't mess the song up.
I fuck it up, but Kiki look good.
God, no.
You know what I'm saying?
No. She definitely do. Shout out to Kyoko Music.
Shout
out to Kyoko
when
Music.
I say stump your foot 2 times. Yeah. Books on the ground.
My titties going down now. You better watch out. You better watch out, man.
But you ain't ready for this, big dog.
I can move my chest. It's just
like
it don't look good moving it. Yeah, it don't look good moving it yet. But I can move my. Stop playing with me. Stop. Hold on now.
Don't do that, dog. That look
it don't look good yet. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can do the one cheek, two cheek. I can do it. It's just it don't look.
It look like titties instead of chest. Mine look like a chest. Yours look like titties.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Hey, if y'all looking at social media, looking at the show.
No.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhangers.
Love it. I just love it.
Yeah. You get on my nerves. Let's go ahead and get into the news then.
So y'all miss me because I be talking shit. Let's go.
Man, whatever. Alrighty. So we finna start off with some sports. We got some sports news coming up. First things first, got to get into the basketball because basketball last night ain't been this good in a minute, man. So let me go ahead, theme music out.
What's up, T-Baby?
Alrighty. So if you ain't in playoff form right now, I promise you, if you watched any game last night, you definitely is now. Okay, shout out to the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Clippers. They had a game last night. Prime form Jimmy Butler, prime form Steph Curry, prime form James Harden, and we got a healthy Kawhi Leonard. Oh my God, bro. Last night's game was amazing. Minute. Now, if you leave it up to basketball enthusiasts, they would more than likely say, no, you just ain't been hip. It's been a lot of good games lately. Shout out to OKC and shout out to the freaking Rockets. Y'all look absolutely immaculate. Can't say I'm too interested on the other side. Excuse me. Can't say I'm too interested on the other side because you do have a Boston Celtics over there. They always going to be in the mix. Shout out to Tatum. And then you got Cleveland on the other side of the East that's doing pretty good. Not as sexy as the rest of the teams, but playoff basketball is reaching its high point. Okay, we getting ready to get into playoff basketball. I told you.
Are we in playoff basketball or are we getting there?
No, we in it now. We in it now because this week's games are the last tickets for the last seeds. We're getting into the play-in tournament.
Play-in.
Yeah, we getting into the play-in tournament. That's playoffs. That's playoffs.
Man,
so we're getting into the play-in tournament.
You made it or you didn't. Don't need to be playing in. If you're good, you did. If you ain't, you out.
Man, Joe, I love the play-in tournament. The play-in tournament makes the end of the season so much more meaningful, especially for teams that ain't solidified a spot. And they got to play against either a good team or somebody trying to play for their spot. You're going to have folks not sit out. You're going to have folks actually give an effort because it's like, I bet. Because when you get that playoff check is a little different.
Shrimp egg roll.
That playoff check is a little different. All right. So I love it. I love it. I can't wait. Playoff time, play-in time, and March Madness. Man, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it, bro. Love me some playoff basketball. Shout out to
Shrimp.
Shout out to the folks also, since I did just bring up March Madness and stuff like that. Shout out to the winners in that. Not mistaken, I think the UConn women's won a championship, right?
I don't know.
God dog. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm
doing egg rolls.
Women basketball. It's like you act like you don't watch sports. Well, never mind. You probably don't. Hey man, if y'all ready for the playoff basketball like I am, bro, stay tuned. It's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff on the way.
Y'all.
Now,
spray some olive oil on it
to add in, because we also have some other sports news as far as in the college football world that's been taking it by storm this offseason.
That ain't Jalen Hurts, but it looked like Jalen Hurts.
No, that's not Jalen Hurts.
They look like Jalen Hurts.
That does not look. No, it don't. No, what are you talking about? No, he don't look like Jalen Hurts.
Look like Jalen Hurts.
No, he don't.
He do.
No, he don't.
That look like Jalen Hurts.
No, he don't. He does not look like Jalen Hurts.
Y'all look at
He
the
does
screen.
not look like
That look like
Jalen
Jalen Hurts.
He does not
No,
look
if
like
y'all
Jalen
hey,
Hurts.
go to LIM
He does not
Network
look like
on
Jalen
YouTube
Hurts, bro.
and look at what y'all see on the screen. That look like Jalen Hurts.
No, he don't.
That dude.
What are you seeing?
Y'all go to YouTube right now. Okay,
He
y'all.
does
I will show because y'all
not
can't
look
see
like
them.
Jalen Hurts.
Go
bro.
to LIM on YouTube and tell me that don't look like Jalen Hurts.
That's not Jalen. No,
At a glance, yeah.
no, it's not. Not
He
at a
doesn't look like
glance.
Jalen Hurts. He just ain't big as Jalen Hurts. But if you just looked at man, that was Jalen Hurts.
Man, he ain't even the shade of Jalen Hurts. What are you talking about?
That's Jalen
And
Hurts.
he got a whole head full of hair, and Jalen Hurts got a buzz cut. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
I like Jalen Hurts.
Oh my God. Anyway,
Why
outside of
couldn't they
him
let me
looking
Jalen
like
Hurts?
Jalen Hurts to only Joe, he's been taking over college football by storm right
Your
now.
quarterback.
Yes, he's a QB.
I thought, goddamn, that Jalen Hurts brother. Jalen Hurts twin.
Yeah,
Told you, boy.
yeah, I'm gonna just have to meet your shit. Anyway, no. He's been taking over
See,
college
like it,
football.
right? If you kind of glance at it, you know what I'm saying? Look, but peripheral vision, he looked like Jalen Hurts. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just letting you rock. What about Jalen Hurts? You got it.
I'm sorry.
Damn. You like them old folks you sit in the corner and it just be
Y'all, I
Arrow
come
up.
I get in trouble and shit.
God, dog. No.
I'm sorry. I eat. My bad.
Oh man, I don't even. I hope his name not what I think it is. God.
Oh, call him Jalen Hurts.
No. I think
What's his name?
I think his first name is Jalen.
Say his name.
I can't pronounce it. It's Hawaiian. Ilyasova
I don't know.
or Ilaslava. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Because I really cannot pronounce this. It took me forever just to do Tua's name. So them Hawaiian names get me beat. But the quarterback over there with Tennessee that was playing for Tennessee, he has opted out. The reason why is being because
Jalen Hurts name.
no, because the NIL. He was getting $2 million in NIL money from last year. Had a pretty good season. I won't say he balled out or he did trash, but towards the end of the season, it's been rumored in talks that a lot of the players on Tennessee and around the country have been promised, quote unquote, a certain amount of NIL money, if not a double on what they have. Mr. Ilyasova or Aslave.
Jalen Hurts brother. That'd be easy for you to say.
God, no, Jalen, her brother.
All right.
God, no. He was actually looking at another player that was guaranteed $4 million, and he said to Tennessee, "Hey, I'm gonna opt out until I get this certain amount of money," and that's been blowing up college football.
I'd be like, opt out, bro. You ain't get no money. You ain't no NFL player.
Now, I do want to say now, y'all went in and y'all raged on Nick Saban when he told you down the line that we can't start acting like this is just amateur football no more.
I told y'all.
Y'all tripped out on the GOAT.
No,
and
we
he
didn't.
tried to
No,
warn
I
you.
didn't. I was with him.
No, I'm saying people.
Oh,
I'm saying
I
I was with him too.
Yeah.
I keep telling folks whenever the NIL conversation come up, bro, y'all need incentives like it's actual freaking NFL football.
Soy sauce and some Korean,
You need incentives, bro. And y'all dig y'all own foot in this. Y'all know how long NIL been out right now? This could have been in the reins. You know how? Do you realize the NIL been out at least 6 years now? At least, maybe going on the 7th and 8th. I think I'm downplaying it. NIL has been out for a minute now.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could have easily got in the reins of this. Now you got folks actually exploiting and using the benefits that they have to them. I see a whole bunch of folks getting off on old buddy. Oh, he don't love the game no more. This is what happened when you let the kids get money, or you get the ones that try to sly way defend it in the same way. Oh, I want the kids to get their money, yada yada yada. But then when they can't get it and they use what's at their benefit now, because his lawyer told him to do this.
But see, here's the thing. I got a problem with this whole thing, bro. I ain't got a problem with the kids getting their money. Get your money. But there has to be a system in place, right, that makes sense for the team and for the kids. Right now, bro, it's the Wild Wild West in the NIL. We're gonna buy us a championship. Right?
Pretty much.
That's all this shit is, right?
Pretty much.
And you don't have to earn anything anymore. I talked about this before we got into this shit, and now we're here. And exactly what I felt it was going to be. It ain't, and you keep hearing me saying this, it ain't for the love of the game, it's for the love of money. And so people are not playing, they stop in the middle of the season.
Let's be sure. You say that with all the other sports, though.
Yeah.
you say that with all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
I did want to at least clear that up.
No, I'm consistent. Like I'm saying, man, get all the bruh. We get our money, but me and you still work hard. 100% on every show, everything we do, we give 100%. Right? We don't accept anything but excellence. Now, if it don't turn out that way, we work on it. Right? But we're gonna, if you pay me $1 million, I'm gonna work and show up every single day. If somebody offered me $2 million, I can't take the $2 million till I finish that $1 million contract. That's just who I am as a person. These kids, they'll leave in the middle of a season for money. Right? So no commitment, no respect for the game. It's all about the money, and I think money is going to kill sports over a period of time because it's watering down the skill set and people are actually loving the game and playing the game to win a championship. Like you see, like, I don't want to stay on this long, but Kevin Durant, right, is with Phoenix Suns right now.
Yeah.
And listening to him, bro, it's the first time in my lifetime that I've heard a superstar at his caliber not really trying to win a championship. He just want to play his career out. And he's scoring 28 points. 9 assists. You know, he's doing his thing, but he's the first superstar in my lifetime at that caliber is not chasing another ring. He content. He just want to end on his own terms. I ain't mad at him, but if he ain't have no money, it'd be a different story.
You don't think he'd just be doing it?
No, I know he wouldn't. You be going after that championship because you want that money.
This is why I go with that. Because I can't argue his motives and if he would really be incentivized to be about it if he wasn't getting that check. I had to see him get a significant amount more less than he do now, and he's like one of the top earned players, and this is what for the past 5 years. Like I get that point.
Okay.
Reason why I give the pros more of a benefit of the doubt in this situation, because I'm with you the whole way through. If we talking about amateur, or if we talking about G League, or if we talking about semi-pro baseball or football, you know what I mean, that you play in the spring.
Right.
I get it all day, and I'm with you 100%. When they go towards the pros, that's where it's different because there's so many incentives based, and it's so much stuff that they don't say in the incentives that they can implement. So when you are graced with a KD that can just be out here, just be out here playing basketball and getting a whole bunch of money to do it, he's probably also one of the only few that can do that.
Very true.
So as well as he's one of the few that don't look like he's trying to prove anything else or think that he got any more higher to climb, even though we don't put him as high as the rest of them, that think he don't have anywhere higher to climb. He's also in that pantheon of folks where it's like, you know him, you know what he do. And I mean, he ain't no scrub and he would never be looked at as that.
But here's the thing though, and let's move on because I don't want to stay on this all day, but I don't want to watch a game, right, where I know that the superstar is not trying to win the championship. It's either, you know, I don't want to watch you. So if I don't want to watch you because, you know, I know you just want to play your career out and you're going to get your 28 today, I'm not going to watch that game. It's a boring game, which means to me that's in the face of what NBA basketball should be. You want to see your stars go against the best. You want to see them when they go out there, they want to win. This is the end of the season, right? I want to see these guys play. Now, the incentive that I'm seeing right now, when Steph, LeBron, KD, when these cats leave, Kawhi Leonard, what the hell we got?
We'll see. But I don't want to get wrapped up in NBA because we're talking about football.
Yeah.
But
we're talking Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, the NIL and the Jalen Hurts brother, whatever you want to call it. Look,
you can't pronounce his name, so he's Jalen Hurts.
I can't pronounce his name,
so Jalen Hurts brother today.
I'm not finna do that. Golly,
Jalen Hurts brother today.
Anyway, man.
All right, next story, man. Next story.
No. We ain't even closed that part out. You just went to basketball and stayed on the point.
I'm
saying NIL how it's going to come up for the next season, a lot of folks is upset because there's a lot of stuff being invested ahead of time, kind of like how they do it with the pros, especially for the gamers out there. Shout out to the gamers.
Right.
They already acclimate money out to who opts in.
Yeah.
So a lot of folks is like, dude, you would have been in a better situation getting less money knowing that you would have been a first round pick with Tennessee. Why are you down on the hill of $4 million when you are guaranteed, if you just keep the stride that you're going at, way more than that? So a lot of folks, it's been a lot of stuff for the NIL. I just wanted to bring up so I can close it out. The NIL topic is going to get even more heated the closer that we get back.
They're going to have to govern it. They're really going to have to govern it, and they're going to have to sanction what can and cannot be done with NIL and the moves that can be made. I just think once you get your money, you get a contract, you got to stay, bro. You got to commit. You can't be just jumping in the port and jumping in out the end. You got these folks' money. To me, I don't like that, but let's move on. I digress.
Well, alrighty. Let me wait on that one.
If it was up to me.
So, Black Girl Magic. At least that's what I want to call it. she was the one that stole the day on today. Gayle King finally went to space, y'all. Her and God dog.
Yo, man, what's wrong with her hands?
What you mean? What's wrong with her hands?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I saw something wrong there.
No. Yo, she got a GoPro in her hands. She got a GoPro taped to her hands.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. She was recording when she was up there in space. Shout out to Gayle King. She went out to space officially. Her and Katy Perry and a few other folks. They went out to space. Through
Jeff Bezos,
because I was gonna confuse him with Elon Musk. Thank you. Yeah, no. Jeff Bezos. They went out with Jeff Bezos. It looked like a spaceship, but it was pretty freaking small. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw it a little bit in the news. I was like, I can get back to this later. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said I can get back to this later. But I did watch the takeoff because I was scared.
Wow.
I was just scared. We're gonna leave it at that. Because it didn't look like a spaceship.
It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be able to
get what it's supposed to look like then, Joe? You tell me.
It's supposed to look like a contraption that can get up there and get me back. I don't give a damn what it looks like.
Listen, man.
There is no.
You don't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hey, Jeff, can he go back and get me there? I don't care if it's a circle, bro. A square, triangle, diamond shape.
I think that's what they did, though. It went kind of like in
orbit. I don't care.
In orbit of the
he got them home, right? He got them home, right?
Yes, they did come home. I do want to play them leaving out because the news covered it, of course, with Gayle King being a part of this.
Now, I want to give a Gayle King now.
Hey, this is the other part that I got to say to this. As amazing as it was,
black women
all
the other black woman.
It was they had women of air race coming out to this.
Like Kim Scott.
What, Joe? They have women of air race out here. They picked some fine women to go out of space.
I think Katy Perry.
Yeah, Katy went up there.
Hold on, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez,
Amanda
Boyd, Amanda Nugent, Karen Flynn. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who the Karen Flynn is.
Who's the other black lady, guys?
Shoot.
I don't know who she is.
I don't know who the other black lady is either. But I was like,
our woman said she can't do it. I'll go. I'll go out in space.
Hell no, not me.
I'll go.
I wish I would.
I wish I want to.
I space my ass to the ground.
Really?
Yes.
If I got the opportunity, I'm gone.
Bro, I don't want to be in the ocean. I don't want to be in space. If I'm in the ocean, I don't want to know I'm in the ocean. So I take a cruise. If I'm in the space, it's nothing you're gonna do that's gonna remind me that I'm not in space.
You only live once.
Take me out.
You only live once. I'm gone. They give me.
Man, what you trying to look out in space? Avoid? Man, you know what death look like.
Listen, okay, I tell you what. I mean, one thing I can say, you ain't been in space, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Have you?
Hey, no, but I'm saying that's what I say when I come back.
Ninja. You can have that on your check.
Yeah.
You can have that on
Hey,
your check.
I be looking.
You ain't got,
Hey,
you
hey,
ain't got
can
nothing
say-
to beat
hey,
me in, bro.
You can say
have that.
You can say anything to me. You know what I'm saying?
I've been to space. Bro, you can have that.
Okay.
You can have that, bro.
You can say what you want. Send me. Listen, I get when I get the kind of money, I'm calling Jeff Bezos.
I'm in the space. Like, okay, and congratulations.
That's a lot. You don't know, bro. You don't
Man,
understand.
no, bro. I
Yeah,
ain't never wanted to be an astronaut. I ain't want to get a rock from the moon. Don't give me a telescope. I'm good. I'm good, big dog.
You boring.
Cause I don't want to go to space.
Yes, you're boring. You don't
Look,
wanna
bro,
be-
I'll
you're
be boring. I'll be boring.
Send me to space. Hey,
I'll
Rachel.
be boring.
Send me to space.
Shoot. See, you already put your life on the line before. I got you. You
Yeah,
ain't got
that's
nothing to
what I
lose.
mean, man, listen.
You ain't got nothing to lose.
I ain't got nothing to
You
lose.
got nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose.
Why
I
not?
didn't know. So
I
shit.
know what's on Earth.
Shit.
I
don't know everything on Earth yet.
Same old shit.
Shoot. You got Australia just right there. Everything they got a 2-pack update every 5 months.
It ain't space. I ain't
Shoot,
seeing the
you
star.
might as well feel
Man,
like
if I could look out the window and see a star sitting there looking at me like, what's up, bro? A star? The moon?
it's
Pluto?
just gas.
Huh?
You can make a star while you're in the bathroom, big
Ain't
dog.
the same, bro.
It's
Ain't
just
the same.
gas.
What's up, Rachel? It ain't the same, bro.
Man,
It ain't the same.
shoot, pull it out in space, make a whole explosion. Nah, big dog, I'm good.
If they would especially let me win with those women, I'm gone.
Nah, there's a whole female one. Now, shout out to all the females. They did successfully come down.
Yeah.
I am very, very happy for that.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Congratulations on you guys. Don't listen to me and my eagerness to follow in your footsteps.
You know something? But, you know, I want to holler at Gail King because how many men have slept with a woman that been in space before?
I mean, spaceships, but that's
Man, she been in space.
That's a different question. That's a different.
And
That's
she
a
been
different
in
question.
space. You know what I'm saying? That thing may be different now.
She may not have been in space,
Hold
but
on. Nephew,
spaceships.
nephew, that thing may be different now.
What? It ain't gonna get
You
tighter.
don't know. You don't know. You have no idea. It may have rejuvenated some man. You just don't know. You gotta try it out now.
She'll want her zodiac.
Yeah.
She'll want her zodiac.
Bruh, it done changed. You know what I'm saying? You broke the stratosphere, baby.
She had that Aquarius moon.
Yeah. That thing that came back new. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Hey, I just said to any of the women that came back from space, if I'm your type, holler at your boy. Get in my inbox.
I can't lie. I think Katy Perry be up your alley. I already know what Gail King, you already said. But the lady behind Gail King, please.
Bro, I'm seeing anybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen.
I had Asian persuasion on them. God, dog, bro. All ethnicities. Thank you, Lord. Why would you want to go to space when you got all this on Earth? Now,
for that.
Now, next up in the news. I brought this up. I didn't get a picture for it.
Aquawoman, you want to go to space with me, baby?
But I was gonna let you tackle it.
What?
There was some stuff going on in the White House about old buddy that
we can go in it.
Go into it. I'm gonna read over it, but I was gonna let you handle that one because I didn't get into it too deep. But as far as political news, there is an update going on.
See, Aquawoman, you with me, baby?
There's an update going on in the White House dealing with the El Salvador president and Donald Trump that has to include the Maryland father that was mistakenly sent out to one of their biggest prisons out there in El Salvador. They have went into a discussion and this is how it kind of went. The audio played out, and this is Donald Trump sitting down with the El Salvador president.
Who your administration says was mistakenly deported. The man who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador.
Well, let me ask Pam, would you answer that question?
Sure, President. First and foremost, he was illegally in our country. He had been illegally in our country. And in 2019, two courts, an immigration court and an appellate immigration court, ruled that he was a member of MS-13 and he was illegally in our country. Right now, it was additional paperwork had needed to be done. That's up to El Salvador if they want to return him. That's not up to us. The Supreme Court ruled, President, that if, as El Salvador wants to return him, this is international matters, foreign affairs. If they wanted to return him, we would facilitate it, meaning provide a plane.
And you are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. You just close
somebody. So
Yeah,
basically, so I know, and the president, the
Okay.
El Salvador president came in and said, you know, that he is a terrorist, and why would he bring somebody that's a terrorist that's been sent to his country, that's a Salvadoran, to be back? He's sending a terrorist back to the United States. And I'm gonna say this, man. I don't know this for sure. But I'm going to say, y'all saying this man a terrorist with no evidence and no due process. The problem I have right now is we don't know beyond what y'all say who he is. I'm not going to get into this. I'm not going to make this a political argument because, again, this could be your child. This could be your mama. This could be your dad. Hell, this could be you. Due process is due process. No one should be taken out of this country without due process. If he's found guilty, fine, the court will find him guilty. But what I'm seeing now, and for this guy, for them to bring the El Salvador president to the United States, this was already a setup. Basically to say that we're not going to do this shit, right? And then had a conversation, and now you're going to do a White House briefing, right, to talk about it, which to me, I'm just telling anybody, I don't care what side you own, y'all. I don't care about that. As an American citizen, we cannot get past due process in this country. I am one generation removed where there was not due process done to my grandfathers and my great-grandfathers and people look like me. And it was okay. We would call some of everything. They did this, they robbed this, and people wasn't doing anything. You looked at me and we wasn't doing anything. And people said that was okay because of who we were and the color of our skin.
How we look.
And how we looked, right? And if you are okay with that, right, you're not a friend of mine. I don't want to be around you. Everybody deserves due process in this country. And if you're found guilty by your peers, so be it. You head to El Salvador or wherever they're going to send you. But to be picked up off the street and somebody say that you are this, or you are that, that's a problem. Yeah. I don't give a damn, nephew, on what planet, politics, if you left, right, black, or white. I don't care about none of that, right? I don't know if this man did anything they said. Only thing, they have not shown any proof.
The courts, and that's what makes this nasty, just looking at it in real time. The court documents already proved he wasn't and that he was targeted. So the fact that you're putting this on his jacket just to save face makes this even more scary.
Shame. And people are watching our government do this to their own people. You see what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to be granted asylum before from this. So now is this his government making a deal with Trump? Because this dude is sitting in the White House. Hold on. You can bring your ass from El Salvador and come here, but you can't bring that dude with you. You're the president of that country, but you can't say, hey, put him on a plane.
You're the guy that we
put him on a plane, put him in chains, and bring him home back here. But you can come.
That just tells me that the innocent can still be guilty. The innocent can still be guilty.
I promise you, if that was one of the congressmen or anybody else's child sitting in El Salvador as a mistake, they'd be making this a change. For whatever they got to be done, whatever has to happen, right? Y'all, be careful on what we're watching. Be very diligent and vigilant and be very diligent in what we're doing right now. Stop going against each other, and we all need to pull together in this country and do the right thing, because just because it's somebody else, it's so easy it can be your son or you, your daughter or you, your husband or you, your wife or you.
Yeah.
Stop. Because see what happened is they're saying this guy's from El Salvador and he don't look like me, he don't belong here. Y'all don't know none of this
at all.
None of the you have no idea.
And everybody in the room like, yup.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's
Crazy,
making it,
bro.
bro. This here, it blows my mind. And I thought I would never live in a time where I would see that this would be possible in our country. Right? And for this to be possible, and we're not standing up as people and saying this is wrong, that's a problem, man. I'm not trying to go against President Trump. I'm not trying to go against the administration. All I'm saying is, bro, you can't do wrong and say just because you say they're a terrorist that they're supposed to they don't get due process. So next thing you know, nephew, gang members.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna talk to the African president.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I call
you know,
it.
these
Don't talk to the African
you're a
president.
criminal. We don't want you in our country. Be thankful that I got Joe Lockett off the streets because he was a criminal and he's a gang member. I ain't got nothing to do with gangs, bro. I ain't never been in a gang. Come on, man. We gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do better. So I didn't like what I saw today. And for some of the people, and I'm gonna say who I'm really disappointed in, bro. Everybody else that I see sitting up there, you expect that from them. But Mark Rubio, I am freaking so disappointed in this guy, bro. You are an immigrant, right? You're the attorney freaking general. You was one of the people who fought for this, and you know exactly what the hell this is. And you sit your ass up there on that term, bro. Listen, man, if power mean that much to y'all, bro, just to be Mark Rubio, I am so there was a time, man, when I was in politics that I wanted him to run for president because he was that dude that talked the conservative talk, bro. But to see him sit there and be okay with this, bro. Mark Rubio, like I said, everybody else I expected from, but him not to get up and walk out on that and make excuse, man, come on, bro.
Come on.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
All righty. To keep it moving, I don't worry, I got y'all some lighter news. Let me make sure I pause that real quick.
We got my man Monique Johnson in the house. We got cocktails in the house. What's up, baby?
All right, classy
cocktail. No, the classic cocktail. You know something? Monique had her chest all out.
Yo,
I was trying to stretch that picture last week, but I didn't realize videos didn't stretch.
Nah, I can teach you. Don't worry about it.
Videos can stretch.
Yeah,
it can expand.
yeah.
Man, I thought my chest. My chest was big.
But we in 4K now, so you
but
can,
Monique, but
you can
man,
stretch
listen,
as much as you want.
I don't know if Monique in a relationship, but whoever her boyfriend is, she fine as hell. Monique look good, and Reed, she be cutting up.
Now I'm gonna teach you a new word.
What?
The young folks call it gooners.
Who?
Gooners.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck is a gooner?
A womanizer.
I'm a womanizer then. Okay, I'm a gooner.
No, you on TikTok. I'm teaching him. Hey, TikTok, I'm teaching him what it is. He don't know no better.
You said a womanizer.
He don't know better. I'm being nice without mitigating the rest of it. But that's what it frames up for just the past.
Looking at women?
Yeah, womanizer.
I'm a gooner.
You love you some women.
I do.
I don't blame you because I got my gooner ways too.
I do.
But
I look at women.
I ain't gonna label it.
You can put a label. I don't give a damn what you put on me. At the end of the day, my name's still Joe Lockett. If you're a woman, I'm looking. I ain't got no rings on my finger, dog. I'm single. Okay. And I got to give our network, bro. We got some of the finest women out there on podcasts.
Well,
we got some of the finest women out there on podcasts.
Now,
from Chef Pickens to Denise to Monique and woo.
Now, speaking of women,
yeah,
Coachella was dominated by.
I ain't know Coachella was still around.
Yeah. Now, this is what I will say. Hold on, before I get into this, because it's funny you say that. We gotta promote this a lot better than we did. The last Coachella I even knew anything about was 2018-17. Yo, why is Coachella not being pushed like it was before?
It ain't for you. It ain't for you.
It is. I keep up with it. It's just it come around and be like, oh, it was Coachella. No, Coachella one of them. Now I hear when Rolling Loud out. Shout out to them down in Jersey and New York and stuff like that. I hear when other festivals out, like the Dreamville Fest. I have my Dreamville shirt on.
They don't want you there.
I heard Camp Flog not come out when Astro World do his. Well, when they come back,
they don't want you there, sir.
What's going on, man. Now,
If you in the know, you're in the know. If you're not, you're not.
man, stop it,
They don't
bro.
want you there, sir.
Stop it. Anyway, yeah, Coachella was almost dominated by him. Now, shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. I hear nothing but great things about her set. She brought out Sierra, fine self. She brought out Victoria Monet, fine self, and the Queen Latifah. They tore it down. Also, a lot of other folks is also talking about Missy Elliott's one when she pulled up as a trans freaking former, which is crazy. I didn't even know that was her when I was just watching the clip. I was like, what is this? They knew what they was doing when they made the clip because they ain't even name it nothing. It's like, ooh, watch this. I was like, all right, they got me. And then
If anything's strange with a woman, you know it's gonna be missing, bro.
man, don't do the Queen like that. What you mean strange?
No, what I'm saying when she come out when it's unique and it's hidden and it's strange, she came out with a balloon suit.
Man, Missy fire, bro.
Yeah, Missy Fire, bro.
Missy fire.
Missy the shit. I love me some Missy now.
Man, she's so freaking dope, man.
Yeah.
She's so dope. So
I would love to hang out with Missy. I would love her just to be my friend.
I would too.
Yeah.
Just teach me everything you know.
Like I said, I just want to hang out with her and Latifah. Oh yeah.
I hang with Queen Latifah.
I hang out with the Queen.
I'll be Missy Elliott's pupil. Just teach me everything you knew.
I just want to hang out with her because I just know she's cool as hell to hang out with.
Man,
the vibe will be like, yeah.
And she purdy.
Yeah, but all of them, she beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't she bad for the other team though, right?
No. Mrs. Straight.
You sure?
Yeah, Mrs. Straight.
Okay. All right.
You thought she batted for the other team?
I thought she did.
No.
You sure?
I think you might confuse her with LeBrat or something. But Missy always been straight.
Who her man?
I think she's single. Now I think she does have a kid, so she was with a man.
So they saying no, because I'm thinking Missy back with the other team, bro.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No.
I'm pretty sure,
I'm
bro.
finna look this up.
I'm sure she'd had some girlfriends, bro. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know knock, but
Mincy?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yes. People saying yes.
People don't know shit. Hey,
okay.
Let me look this up. People don't know shit.
Bro, I can't remember the last time Missy been with a dude. I could be wrong, but I thought Missy was on the other team. I know Latifah is.
Yeah, I know Queen Latifah.
Yeah, the Queen Latifah is.
I'm real time looking this shit up.
Yeah. But I think she had a girlfriend, didn't she? Because I can't remember. I don't know no dude that done dated her. And I could be, like I said, I could be wrong. He looking it up, y'all. So that's why he quiet.
Yeah. I'm finna focus on this.
I don't think he reading what he want to be reading though.
Because I'm trying to look past what people just keep saying. Damn.
I told you.
Damn. It's all good, bro. That ain't changed.
You didn't know?
That ain't changed how I felt, but God, dog.
You didn't know?
Nah, I ain't got no chance.
That's what I just said. Missing back for the other team.
Just give me a second.
Wow, the hip hop encyclopedia didn't know that?
Because I don't care about their sexuality, bro. I care about what they do. Damn, that hurt me. Just give me.
Y'all, he didn't even know.
Give me a second. God, no.
Hey, nephew, yeah, he was wrong this time, y'all. He was wrong this time. He was real wrong.
Give me
Exactly,
give me
Bridget.
like 2 minutes. Give me like
Exactly, y'all. Because I'm sitting there like, I know I'm not crazy. That was my error. But if I'm not mistaken, Missy, yeah.
I had dreams of entanglements, bro.
That's all it's going to be, too. Just a dream, bro. Because you ain't getting with Missy, dog.
Oh, man. God, dog.
Yeah, that ain't happening, bro.
They took Missy. They took Aaliyah from me. Yeah, dog. I don't care no more. That's why I lie. That's why I lie right here.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. I thought you knew that one. I thought you were joking.
No, bro. I don't care about, man.
You need to start caring.
Man, damn.
You need to start caring, bro.
Shout out to y'all, bro.
Yeah.
shout out to y'all. Hey,
All that.
people don't be knowing what they talk about.
Nah, you don't know what you talking about on this one here, bro.
Now, next up in the news is last in the news. Another thing that came out over the weekend that got a lot of folks talking. They
What's
got
that?
me really, really interested in watching. That movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. Have you seen that around?
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yo, they saying that crap. Rotten Tomatoes gave them 100%. I ain't never. Well, let me stop lying. A few movies they have gave 100%.
Is
But
Michael B. Jordan
never
growing,
right now.
growing into who he is now? Y'all, you think so? You think he's growing?
Yo,
into a
from how
megastar?
they talking with this, they saying this is the best acting job he ever did.
But I'm saying, do y'all think that Michael B. Jordan is growing into being, you know, a Will Smith, Denzel Washington type superstar?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so, because they used to always give him the when he was younger, they used to give him that only playing action movie Tyler Perry right off. not right off like he on Tyler Perry films, just like, oh, when you need somebody looking good up in the shot, he was what you wrote off for the Tyler Perry film for the girl that just got done wrong. Like that's usually what they placed him in. But over the years, he has changed from how it is. I'm interested in seeing.
So it's in the movie. Is it in the movie theaters now?
Yeah, it's in the theaters now. I'm interested in
who
seeing.
Want to
this.
go with me? Anybody here? I want to go with somebody.
Now, just so I give you the premise though, since you ain't heard about it. They saying it's a movie, which is a really, really dope way to do this. They saying it is a horror thriller-ish type of thing. It's set in Jim Crow days, and it's a juke joint. So you know what I mean? How they go to the juke joint and stuff like how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
And they including vampires into it, but it's a horror twist. I'm interested to see how it is. That sounds fire. I ain't never seen nobody really take that like that. You got a lot of creative freedom if you're finna do something like that. I'm very interested to see how
he better Wesley Snipe it then.
Wesley Snipes.
Blade.
Man, stop. Everybody gotta be Blade. Hold up. It lost you because of vampires, didn't it? Really? Dude, you can make vampires scary.
You can. But you better be you got to pull it. I'm not saying you got to, bro. You got to do you got to be able to do this. I don't know. But you saying?
And then and then I think they in Louisiana.
I don't care.
So that's even better.
Like I said, that's
bro.
good.
That's like vampire voodoo.
Yeah.
Hard.
Bearing the jaws, draws in the backyard, don't drink, eating that red. I got you. I'm cool with it. But you know what I'm saying?
That sounds.
He better bring it.
Now they saying he pulling double time in this. So he playing two different characters.
He need to pull it though,
man.
You know, because it's not easy to pull off a vampire and then be a leading man in the movie now. Like I said, Wesley Snipes is the only guy that I've seen that.
Man, stop it. He ain't the only guy that did that. Stop it.
Who else?
Stop it. Stop. No, I'm not saying being a vampire. I'm saying being the leading guy in the movie.
No, I said I'm a vampire. Wesley Snipes is the only guy that I know that the black guy that done that, bro.
Joe.
Being a vampire?
Okay, black guy that no, he's not the only guy that been a vampire
that pulled it off.
Yeah, it's been a whole bunch of folks.
Who?
But you don't watch TV, so I can't use the originals for you.
Who?
You don't watch TV.
Okay, just tell me who then. I ain't gotta watch
the originals.
Okay,
there's a lot of black vampires in that.
What original?
Exactly.
What movie?
It's a TV show, bro. I said it's a TV movie. Show. No, I just told you if you listen.
I'm talking about movies.
I just said you said ain't been no black guy to pull off in the movie. And I said, oh well, you don't watch TV, so I can't use the TV ones.
Man, we ain't talking about Becky the Vampire Slayer, okay?
Nobody talking about.
we ain't talking about Charm.
You said that wrong.
I know. I'm saying.
And they ain't even have black folks.
I know that's what I'm saying. But we ain't talking about Charm.
What are you talking about?
We ain't talking about Charm and shit.
Oh
and that Eddie Murphy movie that sucked. Eddie Murphy was ass.
Hold on, man. That wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad though. Hey, hold up. You really overdoing Blade. Blade wasn't good either. Stop it. Blade wasn't all that.
It was an action figure that you could buy into. That's what I'm saying.
Hell out of here. You don't even like action figures or a figure.
But what I'm saying is, I watched all his movies and it had a good plot and he was believable. All I'm saying is, hopefully he's doing it.
He had an eye plot. They ain't even really give him justice in that.
I'm just saying, when we saw Wesley Snipes,
I mean, we being real critiquing on my Michael B. Jordan over here. He might be Jordan on this thing right now.
Like I said, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Shoot.
I'm saying I hope he pull it off.
Y'all go watch. Y'all go watch Sinners.
I'm gonna go watch it.
Y'all go watch Sinners, bro.
Hey, anybody that's here, I want to go. I want to go. I'll pay for it. Monique, you still watching? Let's go to the movies. I don't know if she's watching.
But if you guys enjoyed the entertainment news portion of the show, make sure that you do your home cooking, home training, do your home chores. Make sure that you do follow, like share, subscribe, do all of those things. That way you can stay locked in. All
right, so the topic I want to get into, I want to be messing, man. This one here, it bothered me, and I want to ask women how they feel about this. If you're in a relationship or if you're married, right? It's Messy Monday.
Oh, this ain't me then. All right.
If a married man, if you are married, ladies, right? How do you feel? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, how do y'all feel? Right? Let's get into this. When a man know you're married, but he get into your inbox, right? And maybe you post a picture of yourself, you're looking good, he compliments you, but then he know that you're married and he sends you his phone number. How do that make you feel?
Wait. I was reading stuff when you was talking. Married man gave a phone number?
No. You're married. The man know that you are married.
Okay.
Right? See plainly that you up there got a big ass picture with your husband, right?
Okay.
He gets in your inbox.
Yeah.
You wearing something really nice, you know what I'm saying? He gives you a compliment, but then he shoots you his telephone number. How does that make women feel?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? How does that make you feel? Because that's one of my friends was telling me this, right?
And
I got a little pissed off about it because I'm sitting here like, bruh, that's a married woman. Why the hell you in a married woman's inbox when there's so many single women out there?
I can be nasty right now, but I'm gonna let you cook.
No, I mean, but go ahead. I'm asking y'all on social media, real talk. Or all the women out there, bro, right? Why are you messing with somebody else's wife?
Because he don't care. What? Everybody don't give the same
so
marriage.
What I'm saying, so it's okay for you as a man to disrespect this man.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's what he on. Because he like, I don't know him no way. What how do I give you what I look like giving a dude on? That's what a lot of men think though. That's what a lot of men think. If I don't know you, I ain't got no ties to you, then I don't feel no type of way if you got done a certain way. I can disconnect myself from that. I want what I want, and usually, and we know the topics and we know the talk. Usually, a lot of married women nowadays entertains it. So if you know it or you suspect she might be alone that wave, you might shoot her a text.
Let me be very.
I got a 50-50.
Let me be perfectly clear. This person, I seen all the text messages, I seen the inboxes.
Okay,
it was a picture, right? That was she posted.
She looking bad, ain't
she? Look good, right?
Yeah,
she's married. Big ass picture with her husband sitting up there, family, everything, right?
Yo, hold on. Did he pick the married picture to do that too?
No.
Oh,
he got in her inbox and said, you know, you look nice in the dress, right? Cool, no problem. Right?
So, hold on. That's what I was asking. So he did use the married picture when he sent it.
No.
Oh, okay. So something separate from
her Facebook cover has the whole family up there.
Okay.
She posted a picture of her in a nice looking dress. Okay.
On just her basic post.
On her basic page, just a basic page. She posted a picture. She bought a new dress. She posted it. It wasn't her showing her yams or nothing like that or being provocative, but she looked really good in the picture. She's cute.
Okay, just looking pretty.
Right? Looking pretty. Dude get in her inbox, right? And say, I like the way that dress look on you. You're beautiful.
Yeah.
She sends her back a heart, you know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Keep it
moving, right? Nothing there. Then the guy continues to go on. She ignores it, right? And then he sends his phone number, right? In total disrespect and disregard of her ignoring his other text message in her inbox. Then he sends the phone number and said, if you ever want to talk, hit me up. And I'm just saying, as a dude, I know you're saying dudes don't give a fuck, but I'm like, bro,
they usually don't.
That's to me is crazy. I mean, when she showed it to me, bro, and I looked at and I know what her profile is. I'm like, so dudes in your inbox disrespecting your husband like that, and I asked her how that make her feel, right? And she didn't think about it the way I had felt about it.
No,
because she was like, "Men ain't gonna be men," and I'm saying, no, a bitch would be a bitch because a man is not gonna disrespect another man's wife, bro. A real man is not going. No, I'm gonna call it, dude. If you in a married woman's box of all these single women out here from social media, you a bitch, bruh. You can get, bruh. All these women out here that saying you scared of them, but you're gonna get in a married woman's inbox and be with somebody and try to talk to somebody else's wife.
Yeah.
Out of all these women inbox you can get into, you scared to get into it because you can get your feelings hurt. But you okay with getting in this married man inbox? That's some bullshit.
I mean, you can still get your feelings hurt.
Man, bro, I got a problem. I got a problem with that.
But you gotta look at it from a toxic dude point of view. Because you say he might be scared that, oh, you can get it from the other. You can't get it from a single one because she gonna check you.
I guess.
The married one is more inclined to check you than the single one is.
No, like
the married one is more inclined to do that.
I talked to a few women.
And it make absolute sense.
And most married women said, right? I talked to like 4 of them the day before this show.
Okay.
They said they're inclined to either block them or ignore them.
Okay.
Leave them on red. They're not going to say anything because it doesn't matter to them. But
Okay.
I'm saying to myself, like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm from a different breed, or
we gotta as much as us men use that man code thing, we gotta update it. We do gotta update
okay, update it then. I'm 2025. I'm not jumping in a married man's box, my wife's box. I'm just not. So update it.
I mean,
so you don't give a fuck about a married man's, about if his wife is married. You don't care about fucking a married woman. If she came on,
am I entangling with her?
Yeah, you don't care.
Like she older than me?
Yeah, I don't care. No, if you don't care about fucking a married woman,
no.
Why?
I don't care.
Okay. Why?
Probably because she opened up the door for her to do that. I don't feel no responsibility on it.
Wow.
I wouldn't be there if you didn't open the door to let me. If you didn't push in and do the same thing. I ain't got no honest. I'm smashing. And I'm out here doing it. So you probably ain't the only one I'm smashing with. I can care less if you married or not. You got with me. Now, if you married and you know you is, okay, that's kind of weird. But shoot, I got mine off. The onus is more on the woman. I'm doing my part because you played the role or the game that I'm playing already. That's why I don't feel no way about it.
I had a woman when I was out last week. We were talking, right? Everything was going good. And then, because there was no ring on her finger, right? Mm-hmm. And then I said, so what's your status as, you single, whatever, right? And she was like, it's complicated. I said, what do you mean it's complicated?
They
right?
always use that.
And
they always use the complicated.
Well, I'm married, and I said, okay, well, the conversation is over. She was like, huh?
Okay.
The conversation is over. I said, because whatever that is, you're still married to him. And what you're saying and what you're feeling may be cool, but he may not be feeling the same motherfucking way. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't listen to what a woman tell me about her husband, right? That's not the thing. You tied a knot with him, even if she's coming at me, I'm not going to disrespect that man's wife and him to be fucking his wife. You know what I'm saying? He chose her. She got his last name. I'm not going. There's plenty of women out there for me to go get. I don't need to be fucking somebody else's wife. I don't care. I know some people like, well, you ain't got no responsibility. You got to take her. That's fine.
And then hold on. So you knowing that she married beforehand too?
Yeah.
You putting that in the same boat?
Yeah. You knowing that she married. I'm saying the dude knew there's no way in the hell you don't know she married because he acknowledged it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at this thing like, bruh, you still gonna send this woman your phone number? That's just totally disrespect. And I think it's a slap in the face for the woman who would even engage that bullshit, right? Because this man just disrespected your husband. I don't care how you feel about your husband, whatever. Don't disrespect your husband for some other dude that disrespect your husband. You see what I'm saying? What kind of wife are you? And for a man, the same thing. Don't disrespect your wife for another woman that disrespect your wife.
I got you. I mean,
maybe like I said, maybe I'm old school, bro. You know, but
it's supposed to. I'm sure agree with you. I'm just like, they can't cheat unless you cheat with them.
I understand that.
So
part.
it's like,
no, but like
it's like, yeah, I don't expect everybody to respect me the same way that my wife or my husband should. So it's like that's where I guess maybe the disconnect, at least for me and you.
So let me ask you this question: you married, right? You got a whole wife.
Whole wife.
Dude, get in your wife inbox.
Mhm.
You okay with a dude dropping your wife? The hell is this? Which one of these objects is used in the photograph? Oh, this shit didn't change stuff. What?
We ain't been on Snapchat in a minute.
No, they didn't change thing up. But you married, right?
Okay.
You ain't got a problem with a man getting into your inbox, complimenting your wife, and then dropping his phone number in your wife's inbox?
I do.
You don't think that's a form of disrespect to you as the husband?
I mean,
compliment my wife, I ain't got a problem with. Because my wife put that out there. She's going to get the comment. My wife is fine. I ain't got a problem.
Yeah.
But a dude dropping his phone number, seeing my big ass picture up there, and you drop your phone number in my wife's inbox, dude, I got if my wife told me, I'm getting in your inbox and me and you finna talk, bro.
I'm not finna talk. But
we talking. You can get in my wife. If you can get in my wife's inbox, I'm getting in yours.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at you doing that. But as well as I feel away, I'm also not finna get and start going back and forth with him either. Especially if I know my wife is pretty. I got more onus on, is she engaging back with old buddy? If she's just blocking him, then write him off as a troll or block him out or make sure that he can't get to any other means. I'm past a like. You can do that.
No, what I would do is screenshot it, get on my wife's page and put it on social media and say, this dude is in my wife's inbox.
Okay. And now you open up the doors for that internet war.
He opened up the door.
I mean, but
you came after my wife.
I'm just not gonna do it.
You came after my wife. You see what I'm saying?
Because now you're playing by internet games, and like internet games can get real nasty.
If you got in my wife's inbox and drop your phone number, I'm calling you. Okay, because you done made it. Because you done said that. Damn me. If your wife hollered at me on my holler,
every dude ain't finna care about another dude. I know that. Especially when it comes to something that some dudes think they want. Especially if you're doing the money bracket in it or the influence in it or whatever. I
always tell a woman, if you
a lot of dudes do
listen, that on social media. Y'all chime in and let me know what y'all think. Man, I hope this become a clip.
Hold on, and this go back to that conversation we was talking about with Monique. Now I think about it.
What's that?
When we was talking about
exactly, Nate.
Dudes in the spot, and you being there with a girl, but another dude can be in the same spot trying to get the girl that he know you in there with. That's the same premise. That's the same premise.
No.
That's the same premise,
bro. If my wife and some girl I'm trying to holler is different.
No, it can still be your wife in the spot that's happening with. He just wants your girl and know you with her. That's what I'm saying.
Like I said, if it's my wife,
the same premise.
If you step into my wife and you see rings, bro, you gonna see a circle.
Look, if my wife is matching this energy, I got more of a problem,
bro.
If you are shooting that off, I can
you.
ignore you.
Listen, I'm being very clear about this. This is the woman not doing anything. Exactly. This is a dude that's jumping and making all the moves, knowing. Okay, let me ask y'all, ladies.
I know dudes is gonna do that.
Ladies, let me ask y'all something.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, ladies, let me ask y'all something. Right? If your husband did nothing, and you saw a woman come after your husband and get in his inbox and drop a phone number in his inbox, what you doing?
So you gonna call the next number with that? You gonna call the next?
No, I want to know what women gonna do.
Hey, when folks get out to your girl in public and be like, "Oh, she look good," trauma gonna pop up with that too? Like, where it stop? You still got to be self-conscious in yourself at the end of the day.
Will my reputation get around? It'll stop.
Man, you still got to be self-conscious in yourself at the end of the day. They gonna do that, especially on the internet. I'm not going all through that. Okay. It's another issue if he becomes more of an issue. you just wanting something you can easily not have. And it can be the end of the day. I ain't gotta go and call you. I ain't gotta make a scene. I ain't gotta blow up no Facebook spot or no Instagram spot.
If you
nothing
inbox my
else
wife
comes
phone
from
number,
you sending that number, it's over with. Ain't nothing else came from it.
I'm
You
calling
just sent your number out, and now you got blocked.
no, I'm calling.
It's another thing if somebody called.
Oh, I'm calling. You gonna get a phone call. It just ain't gonna be who you gonna think it is. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna play that game, bro.
Man,
I just think at the end of the day,
it's always somebody bigger and better. So that's why I don't care.
Okay, y'all say you're gonna get hurt, right? Okay, that's so big. But one thing,
Depending on if you're dealing with a crash out,
right? And I'm just saying that this at my ripe old age, I'm not gonna sit here and go trying to drag somebody. But one thing I would not tolerate, bro, on any level, right? You disrespected my wife and you disrespected me. And like I said, to me, that's like pissing on my wife and pissing in my face, bro. When you do something, yes, for me, because I'm married.
Yeah, you married.
But married women, again, a married man,
you can't
and
apply. Everybody does not care about that marriage
again. But whose responsibility to make sure that you understand? Mine. If I see you disrespecting,
dude, they do that because they know it's yours. What do you mean?
Well, again,
they'll do that just because they know it's yours.
So that's why I said I need to make sure that we clear. That's me. You do it your way, but I'm just saying, for as I'm concerned, Joe, yeah. I'm not doing that.
Man, no. You just got to make sure you do your due diligence to make sure y'all straight, not to prove a damn point. Everybody's not gonna respect your marriage. Everybody's not gonna give not 1 2 cents about y'all relationship.
I hear what you're saying, and you're
not,
bro. You're right.
Regardless, that don't have to be a generational thing. That happens in life,
bro. And you're right. But like I said, one thing I know about a real man: when a real man comes to you and talks to you, bro.
Yeah, man.
If you on
that's
some crazy
thing, bro. What everybody identifies as a real man don't have to be the same definition. That
It don't be.
So when you call yourself a real man, the dude that's doing this might be telling your wife, "I'm a realer man than him."
Okay,
and it worked or it don't. That's what they do. That's
and
what
that's
I'm
what,
saying. What are you telling to the dude that's saying, I want her, so I'm going to try to have her.
Stay out of my goddamn wife inbox and go get your own. But
I want her, and I'm going to try to have her. That's the mentality of the dude.
And I understand that. So, bro, so to get to her, you got to go through me. So what we doing?
And then that's when he's gonna leave it up to your wife, and that's when it's more of an issue.
But see, here's the thing.
Hold on, but Joe, that's what I'm saying. That's when it's more of an issue, not when they just sending a number out on some Instagram, Facebook DM.
Bro, like I said,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna just say it for me. I don't disrespect nobody, but I don't tolerate disrespect to my wife, my kids, or me. Y'all can say what y'all want to go say, but I don't tolerate disrespect, bro. Because here's the thing: what I've learned in life. If you let one motherfucker walk over you, everybody else gonna walk over you. So I'm not gonna let anybody walk on me. So whatever the hell that gonna be,
walk over ain't the same as disrespect.
For me, it is. For me, don't come for me if you don't want this smoke, right? If you come for me, you're gonna get the smoke, and whatever gonna be at the end of the day, that's what they're gonna. That's my family, right? My daughters and my wife is off limits, bro.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And if, like I said, that's just my mentality. I'm coming in 10. That's just, and I don't give a damn how he felt about it. I put a ring on her finger. I pay the bills in this motherfucker. So at the end of the day,
and he don't care nothing about that.
And that's right.
So,
but
the stuff you listen off don't matter to that dude.
It don't. But what you're not going to continue to do, bro, is disrespect me without me saying something.
Okay, you can say something.
Yes.
Then y'all be in that discourse.
But
hold on. What happens then? What happens then when you have
whatever
it goes to the worst case scenario because you want to prove a point?
Bro,
about something they ain't have to get that big.
Whatever that case. But here's the thing for me, bro. It's okay. See, what y'all don't understand about me, bro? I'm okay with the worst case scenario. Are you over my wife? You see what I'm saying? Are you okay for the worst case scenario?
I ain't got no wife.
No, I'm saying the dude that's in my wife inbox. Are you okay with the worst case scenario about my wife?
What?
Oh,
so you put me as the
dude that got in my inbox, my wife inbox. Are you okay with the worst case scenario about my wife? Because I am. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm confused on what you're saying. Hold on. I need to know. Am I the dude or the wife?
No. You the dude that got in my inbox. And I'm saying, you say you don't care about nothing. fine. But are you okay at the end of the day? You got in my wife's inbox. Are you okay with the worst case scenario? Because I am, because that's my wife.
Oh, bet.
Are you?
Bet.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Joe, that can still be a 50-50 either way.
Well, like
yeah,
I said,
I can easily be down for what you're down for and beat you out.
Like I
That's
said,
what I'm saying.
if you okay with that, let's go.
But Joe, that's what. That's that bravado proving a point shit.
Yeah, bro.
That's a bravado proving a point shit.
No.
Just do the means, so this ain't got to be no more of an issue. That's the only part I don't get. That's the only part.
Because, like I said, bro, in my lifetime, what I've learned is,
as much as you trying to down this hill of, oh, if you let somebody disrespect you, they're gonna all disrespect you.
Yes, sir.
It's just as easy as you answer one person off of some bullshit that you finna keep getting down the road. Your wife ain't ugly. She easy pickings for a lot of folks if she let it. But folks is going to interact with all beautiful women that happen.
Interaction is
Joe.
fine.
People off of Instagram and Facebook don't care about none of that. If they like what they like and think they can have it.
I hear what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna handle it differently. Bruh, you're right in what you're saying. But if you come at mine in that disrespectful manner and drop your number, you will get a phone call from me.
And they meet you all the way there. Now,
we there.
Now we got 2 crash outs.
Okay.
And nothing ends good with a crash out.
Bro, I don't give a damn about none of that.
You too old for that.
No, I'm not.
You too old for that.
Bro, what you don't listen.
Now I use your age. You was 50 freaking 4.
Yeah.
You was too old for that.
But bro,
what you do not need to be meeting a crash out at the crash out. Joe,
if you
that's bad.
Okay.
That's bad.
Okay. That's the neck of the woods I came from, bro. Don't disrespect my wife. And don't disrespect me. I'm not changing on that. I'm 10 toes down in that right there, bro. Don't disrespect my wife and don't disrespect me. I would never disrespect you, right? I'm not saying for you to apologize, but I'm gonna let you know, hey, bro, I don't appreciate you being in my wife's inbox.
I crash out for you, bro.
No.
Tony, you ain't got to.
Listen, this is why
telling your nephew get bragging.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. This is why my kids and my ex-wife never told me nothing, because they already know. I go to 100 about mine, quick.
That's not good.
It ain't, bro.
Because hold on, you doing more damage to the folks that actually care about you than the dudes that don't.
Bro, I get what. Listen,
but that's what I'm saying. That's not doing your wife or your daughters no type of justice. You crashing out over somebody that didn't matter no way.
You think I haven't heard all this before?
So why? That's my point. Why are you doing that to them, the folks that do matter?
Because again, it's who I am as a person.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, some shit you got to grow out of, bro. You got to grow out of.
Okay, bro. You don't understand. I can't over you,
bro. Because the folks that care about you, you doing them dirty for you giving energy to somebody that don't matter.
Nephew, I would crash out. You see me when you done see me, bro. As soon as something get down, what do you see me do?
Lord, Jesus.
Hold on. When you see something, bro, what do you see for me?
I know.
No, what do you see?
Hold on. But that's why we do. Hold on.
When we have been together, what do you see?
Hold up. But to that point, that's why we put ourselves in predicaments for things not to happen. That's the same premise.
But when it happens, what have you seen me do? Okay. Like I said, I'm not looking for trouble. But if you decide to step on that level, right?
This ain't a defend your home thing, bro. It's not.
That's what you feel.
This is not a defend your home thing.
And that's the way you feel about it, and I respect that. I respect that. But don't come in my wife's inbox dropping your number, bro.
Bro, if you ain't put no hands on my kids,
I'm not trying
wife,
to listen. Y'all talking about beating
up
my
loved ones.
See,
if you just saying words and it's not taking them out, I'm not crashing to that point.
Everything ain't got to be crash, but you will hear from me if I felt that you disrespected my wife or me. I ain't got to crash on you, bro.
Okay,
I'm not finna go.
You're right. It ain't got to be all the way to 100. But
no.
Hold on, even that right there, because a lot of folks, especially if you're doing these internet games, this is what I was talking about. You answer folks that want attention. When they get it, they're gonna want more. So you calling the phone or you doing all this other stuff? All right, this is what we doing. All right, he probably didn't even like your wife that much. So now, if we gonna play this internet games to post somebody's stuff off or got their IPs all hit up, now we finna start doing it both ways. And we're gonna start going back and forth, and I'm gonna start trolling your wife, and I'm gonna start trolling you.
Okay, so this is where we disconnect. Okay, because I'm not talking about internet games. I'm talking
Joe,
about.
but you said that they got it all.
Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying.
She got a DM.
Okay,
That's
but
internet.
listen to what. Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying. In most cases I've been in, I ain't whoop nobody's ass. We ain't get into a fight. We had a conversation. Because I'm not gonna come to you screaming and cursing you out. See, black men, they get upset when you disrespect them or screaming and holler at them or talking to them crazy. When I call you, I'm like, hey, bro, no disrespect, man, but that's my wife. I'll appreciate it, right? If you don't inbox my wife or talk to my wife, sending your wife.
But Joe, let's keep the same premise.
Yeah,
because you doing all this calm shit like that's gonna happen when we
that's
all.
That's what I've done,
Joe. Good, that's what you've done. Keep it on the scenario because you just said, "Oh, buddy, no, that's his wife."
Yes, you know it, but
so
you gotta,
hold on. But Joe,
I'm talking about
if
me.
I know that's your wife,
no, but you keep
so you interacted with somebody that knew that was your wife,
but
and
you
still went off.
Okay, so but what I
still tried to holler, and kept it cordial.
But hold on, a lot of dudes don't think their wife is gonna tell their husband. Why do you think a lot of these dudes are in these women inbox? Because some of these married women are hollering back. They ain't telling their husband.
The ones that know.
Bruh.
The ones that know.
Trust me what I'm telling you this.
No, the ones that know.
What you mean the ones that know?
The ones that know that's a marriage situation.
Uh-huh.
Dude, down the line, they know it's gonna come out.
Bruh.
No, you keep a cheating on the strength. If they get caught, they what? Oh, my bad,
bro.
That's probably the best case.
When men get into
they don't care if the dude is finna be doing all that.
I'm gonna say young men, they probably don't give two shits. I'm agree with you. But these older guys,
that ain't. I don't know, Joe. I'm not saying that they gonna make a scene back with you. I'm saying most best case scenarios is I bet I'll stop. It's not because he getting. I agree with you.
A 20-year-old ain't got nothing to lose. If I look at some kid and he's 20 years old, real talk, we just gonna block him. But if it's a grown ass man, right,
Joe, that's what I'm saying.
Because
just like you from that cloth, whatever it is that will meet you there, he will meet you there too.
That's
even at your age.
That's right.
And I'm saying, yeah, most cheats you don't talk about or you will want on the strength, especially if you know you cheating with old girl. All right, just let me be the comfortable side piece.
Right.
But they come and check you. The best case scenario for most cases is, all right, bro, you found out, my bad, and I move on. That's the best case. When you have dudes that will meet you there and be like, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Or be like, fuck that shit. It's been older dudes to do that, especially if they got what they know your wife won't.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Like we keep devising this off to age scenarios and you 20 and this fit. No, there's so many dynamics of this that played out with olders than it did with young ones.
I'm gonna say this from what I've seen, and the guys that I know that are older, they play in arenas that they know they can win. Young guys don't give a damn about the arena they can win in. Older guys,
that's a different conversation.
No.
I'm not arguing that.
No,
that's a different conversation.
So what I'm saying, the older guys are not going to, if they don't think they're gonna be able to get with old girl, they ain't finna waste no time with. They're not even, you know what I'm saying? Their husband say something to them, they out. They ain't finna fool with you because, like I said, older guys want to play in an arena they can win. The ones you're talking about with the older guys is because their wives engaged them some play, and so that's when you got a problem. But an older man ain't finna fight for a woman that ain't get him that he ain't finna win with. He's not. Most men are not finna do that, bro. No matter what he got going on, if that woman ain't giving him no play and that dude done step to him, bro, the only time an older man that got money that's going to try to come after your wife is because she done showed him in some shape, form, or fashion that he got a chance. These young cats, I'm with you all day. They don't give two shits about it. They coming with it. Older cats ain't finna waste their time because they can be out there be with somebody else. Older cats will put up a
what do we call older? Where are we going?
40s, 50s.
All right, 30s and 40s definitely would do that. 30s and 40s would definitely.
I don't know about 30, but I'm saying 40s and 50s and
30s and 40s would definitely do that.
I'm gonna say if a man in his 40s and his 50s, bro, I'm gonna say they will fight for something they think that they got a chance with. But if you ain't got a chance or you just meet this woman, you ain't finna go through no bullshit because you got too much to lose at that time. The young cats, they ain't got nothing to lose. They don't care. You ain't got no money. You ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody talking crazy to you want to go for it. I'm not finna sit here. If my wife 50 and some 20-year-old kid trying to holler, I'm going to laugh at him. Because you ain't got nothing to offer my wife. But a 40-year-old guy or 50-year-old guy in my wife's inbox, bro, you know better. You know better.
Got some strokes.
Again, you know better, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Got some
But like
strokes.
even when I was married, right? I was my ex-wife, she would show me these things, right? And she would block these guys, right?
Okay.
And then she'd be in my inbox and I would block certain women and stuff like that, right? But then sometimes people would get very disrespectful, right? And my ex-wife would get in my inbox, bro, and she would go to hell off on these women because she was like, yo, wait a minute. I get who he is to y'all, but that's my husband. Right?
Be like, bump that girl that you with, yada yada.
No. Women would get in my inbox and say how handsome I is and all this other stuff, right?
Okay.
Knowing that I'm married, right? Okay. My ex-wife, I would let her see all of that because she had access to my inbox.
Wow. Well, she got access
because
already.
She's my wife. My wife should be able to see. If you're married to me, bro,
this is what
you should be able to see my text messages, my inbox, and everything. I ain't got nothing to hide from my wife.
Having access to and showing is two different things.
Well, having
access to and showing is two different things.
Why come you can't sit there if somebody's in your inbox? Hey, honey, see look at this crazy woman hit to me.
It's the point to joke about it if we joking, but if you're just showing just because off of the strength and you get that a lot, that can breed to an insecurity.
Why?
Because you get that a lot. A lot of folk is natural to then compare yourself to your mate. I know that. Well,
I guess the relationship that I'm in, I will be in at this point.
I'm not saying don't show nobody. I'm saying if I'm always showing a girl something versus me just, hey, we laughing about this because this just so happened to be a topic, is different. And if I'm just going through and I know my wife, so she got some type of issues with her. Mm-hmm. It may not be no crazy issues or no deformities or nothing like that. No, she just don't feel as self-conscious about herself as a lot of other folks might do. And I get entertained by a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Even though she get entertained by people, she may start counting the instances. That's why I was like, it might be a difference between having access to and that you can easily see what you want. Like I'm with you. If I'm with my wife, she can see whatever it is that she wants. I'm not gonna purposely put stuff in her face.
No. But I was saying when you married, your wife is gonna be in your inbox 9 times out of 10, right? Women, like I said, for my cell phone and stuff like that when I was married, bro, right? The only thing I didn't like it when me and my wife had a big issue was when stuff was in my inbox, I was being blamed for it, right? And so that became a problem for me and her. So that's when I had to pull back. Yeah. Because I didn't care about you seeing the stuff, but don't question me like I'm making it happen, right? So that became an issue.
My homeboy that was on the show said he should have been here. This is a good topic.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro.
All right, come on next time, big dog.
Go ahead, comment, bro. You can be here next time, big dog.
Yeah, but I just think at the end of the day, for me, bro, when it comes to being in a relationship, your mate, I make women respect my wife.
Okay.
Me, period. If a woman dropped my phone number, right?
Period, or just in her presence?
Period. You're not gonna disrespect my wife. If a woman drop her phone number in my inbox, bro,
that's the hill where me and you differ in.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if I'm married and a woman drop her phone number, I would text her back, please don't do that. I'm married. I'm happily married. I'm gonna let her know that. Stop it right there. You see what I'm saying? Okay. I'm not gonna even play that game with you or leave it on block or leave it on nothing. That's just the way I'm gonna shut that shit down and be done with it. You see what I'm saying? Because I got a wife.
Okay.
Right? And if you persist to do that, I'm not gonna say anything else to you. I will block you. Right? Because that kind of shit, right, leads to bullshit. So for me as a man, it's my responsibility to protect my wife.
So can they talk about her without y'all there?
What do you mean?
Can they talk about her?
Hell no. You can't. You would never talk
y'all
about
there.
You talk about my wife in front of me?
No, without y'all there.
What are you talking about?
That's when I asked the question: in the presence of or period.
What do you mean? If I'm not
because
there. Okay, I don't understand.
This is how I'm looking at it.
Okay,
I'm with you with, hey, I got a wife. Chill out. On play that.
Right.
Okay. That shuts it down. That's in y'all presence. I'm looking at y'all as one entity.
Right.
So if they're hitting you up, they're hitting her up. Right.
Right.
You're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
So without y'all there, what does that look like?
What do you mean with us there? What do you mean? I don't.
So are they able to disrespect your wife? Period, or without y'all there?
If you're gonna disrespect
or in y'all presence, that's what I was asking.
If you disrespect my wife and I'm not there, I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. You're saying I'm not there. So if I don't know, I don't know. So I don't care about not knowing. I'm not finna try to find everybody who disrespected my wife, but I'm saying knowingly disrespect me to my face or my inbox or on my page or something like that.
Okay.
Right. I'm you know what I'm saying?
We on the same page.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the quickest thing is to do in the situation is to block the person. You know what I mean? But I just think that, and it's just me, we give too much credence to the people who don't give a damn and not enough credence to people the respect of the sanctity of marriage. And it's okay until it happens to you.
I'm looking at it the other way around, but I got you.
Okay, that's just the way I see it, because a lot of people, you know, where nobody cares, it is what it is, they do what they do. Okay. But there was a time where kids was off limits, somebody's husband was off limits, wives was off limits, right? And now we done ran through that like it's nothing, and like, well, if they do it, it's okay with it. To me, that's a problem.
I got to care about how they care about what I care about.
I don't think
that's what you're saying. I got to care about how they care about how I care about.
I think, bro, for us to have a line of respect for each other, we got to start to respect something. And I think some of us don't have respect for a damn thing, and that's a problem.
I can't argue that.
That's all I'm saying, right? Everything can't be, I don't give a damn, crash out, fuck this, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, right? If you care for nothing, if you don't care for something, you care for nothing. You see what I'm saying? But then you want the person that's doing that want respect on something. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem I got.
I got you, but it that situation sounds like handle what you can handle though, or control what you can control.
That's what I'm saying for the young folks and anybody who's doing it, right? When you say I don't give a fuck about you or your situation or your marriage or your kids or whatever the case may be, right? But there's something that you care about. You want somebody to respect.
Yeah.
Right? That's something you care about. And if somebody stepped over that line, you're going to handle that shit way different because you're going to say that's disrespectful.
But everybody moral compass ain't the same. That'd be the deeper question at that point.
No, but what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying though. So that's what I'm saying is we as a society need to get back to the point where some things are just fucking off limits. Some things, bro, that used to be just fucking off limits. Now nothing is off limits, and everybody can say, "Well, man, you just don't know these young cats crash out." Because I hear so much right now, and I'm tired of hearing about the YNs, right? That they don't care about nothing, but they don't care about nothing until it's time to care. Everybody cares about something.
Man, some of these dudes,
no.
They still don't,
bro. Listen to what I'm telling you. I have seen it. Everybody cares about something, whether it's your mama, your sister, your daddy, your life. What you care about something. You may not care about nothing else on the outside, but something you have that you do care about. And that's whatever that is you care about, you want people to make sure they respect that. Right?
And it's gonna be somebody that don't.
And that's what I'm saying. It should be, I wish it was. It may never go back to it. But there were certain things, bro.
Even in y'all time period, it probably wasn't normal, or it probably wasn't like how it is today. But even y'all time period is like
yeah. But I'm just saying, I just think it got to a point right now, bro, that
it's too commonplace.
Even when people were doing the drug dealers going, you heard me say this many times on this show, right? There were certain areas that you could do that in, and there were certain areas when the kids were, it wasn't happening.
You don't gang bang with kids.
I don't care what you was not doing it here because this is where the kids were. And this was us selling to us, but you wasn't doing it here. There was a price to pay. Now it don't matter because you know just what you just said. Nobody cares, right? There are no more stewards or old men or old grandmama and granddaddies in the locker room, bro, making sure that you protect the generation or protect entities of humanity in our culture. And I think that's a shame in my humble opinion. I think that's sad, right? I think we need the OGs, right, to set boundaries. Like when I see the young dudes, right, and the young women, they don't respect anything because everybody thinks they know better. Even though I thought I knew better, but I understood the pecking order. I had to prove myself. I had to prove my theory right. I had to go out there and show that what I thought, right, was right.
But that difference that happened that I don't think a lot of folks give credence to today.
What's that?
As well as it was like that back in the day, there was enough people to where they was like, I ain't gonna do that.
You always have your naysayers, nephew. Always.
Joe, so if we know we always have the naysayers, that's the part that I keep saying, at least in my book, well, damn, why does it matter if you don't make it matter?
Because you don't have enough people like we had back in the day that says, even though you got
you did have enough people to say, I ain't finna do it, and now that all got died out. So
that's what I'm saying.
That's the
that's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying.
The yin to the yang of that. Because as much people as it was back in the day, it was probably just as many that didn't like that and said, all right, bet. I'm gonna make sure I don't do it. And they got way more consistent down the line.
But look where we are now.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing, that's the right way. No, I'm not arguing it. I'm just saying it just didn't come out of nowhere.
No, it didn't come.
Everything grew to happen.
And that's why I continue to say everything in our society, especially in the Black culture, has got watered down to mean nothing. Right. And we're in a situation right now in our country where history is about to repeat itself because nothing means nothing. Right? When we started getting snatched up off the street, things started happening to us. It's just like y'all saying, everybody, you're going to be a few people going to fight, but it's still going to happen. Then what? You ain't going to start to care until it's you or it's somebody you know.
Well,
but then what? Because nobody cares, right? Nobody respects nothing, right? Ain't nobody know how to stand together, right? Because that's that person. That's what they do, right?
Pretty much.
If you don't have a standard, you stand for anything. And right now, what I'm saying is there's no standard when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your kids, when it comes to your wife, when it comes to your husband. Everybody wants to sit here and say and make it seem like it's just a gloss over. But there's somebody who's just going to, do this and do this. And I'm like, yeah, but bruh, you need to make sure that you keep your standards and hold the line. And I'm going to hold the line always on standards that I truly believe in, because that's what got me here. Whether you're young folks, everybody want to say, hey, it's wrong or whatever, right? I know that if I respect another man, I respect another woman, 7 times out of 10, I'm going to get respect back. I know if I disrespect you right off the back, that 10 times out of 10, I'm going to get disrespected. You see what I'm saying?
I think that's like that now.
No.
It just looked different.
No.
How many folks in your life do you think just off of the strength is going to immediately respect you? I would say 7 out of 10.
I would think most of them. I would think most.
Most of them too.
I would think most young men, bro. Honestly, from the circles that I've seen with these young guys, even though the ones that are crazy, what I realize is if you say sir to them and you show them respect first, most of the young guys, they show you respect back.
That's what
I've witnessed.
But that's what I'm saying.
Even for the young dudes that got their hair over their head, that's walking down the street crazy. When I said, "What's up, fam? You good, man? Yes, sir. No, sir." To them, right?
They meet it the same way.
Yeah,
I agree.
Now, if you come to them with a little hardness and thinking you this because you're OG, that's different. These young guys want to be respected. This
is why I challenge that.
Sure.
If you still did the same approach that we just agreed on, even as an OG, if you are then speaking whatever language that you speaking to the young dude in, he will then acknowledge you as that. I think the premise is still the same. It just looked different because we got a lot more mouths.
Yeah.
We also got to realize back in that time or back in the day, you could have the benefit of being in your bubble, just expanding it or shrinking it or not. Today, everybody bubble is pretty much the same damn bubble. So that's the difference. I'm like, yeah, the ethics and stuff probably still go about the same way, but because we got so many eyes and eardrums to everybody else personal situations more times than not, and then intertwined with everybody else shit, then it's like, oh man, it's everybody doing the same thing when it's really just, all right, that's they crazy little bubble that we just so privy to listen to and folks agree with. So that's why I come back with you on that. I think the premise is still 7 out of 10. You're gonna meet respect when respect is due. Yeah. And when you get disrespected, folks is gonna disrespect you back quicker.
And I think this younger generation would show a lack of respect quicker than the older generation would.
I give you that.
Right?
I give you that.
But I've been in the schools, right? And most of these young kids, I see they're tweaking or whatever the hell y'all want to call it that they do, right? I've seen them, right?
I'm talking about Uncle tweaking.
And when when a young boy see a grown man, most of them would give you the respect until you embarrass them, or they feel they need to try to stand up and improve themselves in front of somebody, right?
Yeah.
And so,
or they'll just separate themselves from you.
right. And so what I've learned to do, and I'm not saying it have worked every single time. I said 7 times out of 10, 6 times out of 10, because you're not gonna get every situation perfect, right?
They usually don't.
But most of these kids haven't been shown love, right? And so love turns into respect. And if you have never been loved for real before, you're wild. You're like a wild animal that need to be tamed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest, bro. Because you see some of these kids, man, when I teach in these schools, I see some of these kids, the way they're dressing, the way their hair looks, the way they, they just not well put together, right? When you listening to them talk. I know that cat right there, he ain't got nothing to lose. When he at home, he don't have nothing. So when he at school, he got to act out. And who he going to act out on? 9 times are going to be the 10, the person that say, I'm going to try to help you, right? Or let's not do this like this, like I know better. So first and foremost, I'm not going to try to teach him. I'm going to try to reach him.
Well, you good with them kids, dog.
I am, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, the first thing I try to do, I don't try to teach you, I try to reach you first.
I don't give a damn.
Right?
But you right.
You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure that, I reach a kid right before I teach a kid. Because you can't, if you don't reach them, you're not going to teach them shit because they're not trying to hear it.
That got to marinate. That is important.
Yeah.
Because a lot off of the strength of it being school, a lot of them don't even think you understand, period.
Yeah.
And won't even be open to understanding if it's there if you ain't even coming with the understanding of them. So I do agree with that.
When I'm talking to the kids, man, when I'm talking to a kid, bro, the first thing I want to do, what can you teach me? Right? I always ask kids, right? What's the new song? What's the new saying? Because, I'm the old guy, so I let them teach me something. I always let them teach me. So that's me reaching, right? And I say, okay, so y'all done taught me this. Is it okay today's lesson that we come in and we're going to do maybe 1 or 2 of these things too today? Y'all want to learn that with me, right? You just can't come in and say, I'm a teacher, goddamn it, shut the fuck up and talk and listen to me what I'm going to say. A lot of the kids ain't trying to hear that shit, right? But if they know Coach Joe is going to talk about this, or they can play that little song for me and let me hear it, and I'm like, oh, wait, whoa, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I get with them. I done reached them, right? But when I reach them, guess what they let me do? I'm going to say I'm 8 out of 10 on that one, bro. When I reach the kids, they always let me teach them. Always. Every place I've ever been into, bro, since I've been coaching and teaching in schools, bro, they always want me to come back. Always. Right? So that's why I say this young generation is not lost. We have lost them because we don't put the time into the things that need to be done for this new generation. I can't reach them the way my parents reached me and said, shut the fuck up, slap the hell out you, and you're going to be okay with that. That kid going to get up and hit you back.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Right? And then you're going to be in trouble. So that's what I say. You have to reach. I think the new approach should be reach and then teach. But, so there's too many people like, I'm going to do it and I'm going to tell you how to do it. I don't think that works.
Well, you don't play about them kids, man. God, dog. Man, I was trying to be messy today.
That was being messy.
Trying to be mature.
But that was being messy.
That was mature.
That was just me being, but that come to the respect. We all got on this about the respect.
Right. Well, that's very demure.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. But I just think at the end of the day, man, I just think, honestly, get back to the inbox question. I don't think, I don't mind if a man give my wife a compliment. I don't mind if you say she's beautiful, she's fine, you know what I'm saying, you're sexy as hell. If you wasn't married, I ain't got no problem with that.
I can't allow myself to.
Yeah.
I can't allow myself to.
I wouldn't like it if I was married and a man saw my picture up there, right? And you shot my wife an inbox over your telephone number. That will piss me up. That will piss me the hell off. And I
can't like it either.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to be misconstrued. Just because I won't respond doesn't mean I just like it or I'm cool with it. No, I think any dude, if he really love his wife or he don't play about his wife to the same extent.
Let me ask you a question. If you knew the dude,
If I knew you, that's a different story.
You didn't know him, but you knew him.
What's normal? Like associate?
You seen him around. You know who he is, but y'all ain't friends.
Do I got access?
You got access to him.
Hell yeah.
You gonna say something?
Hell
What's
yeah.
the difference? Wait a minute now.
Hell yeah.
What's the difference?
Cause hold on.
Oh,
This is different. Hold on.
What's the difference now? Wait
here.
a minute.
Nah, this the difference right here.
What?
This is the difference right here. Because if I
He don't know you.
No, because you said we knew each other.
No,
Know each other.
No.
Know of each other.
Know of each other.
And that's why I asked. Is it access?
You have access to him. You have access to y'all done seen each other around, but y'all ain't never been friends, talked on the phone. But he know you. You know him. You done seen him.
Don't play with me.
Why you gonna say something? Just block him.
Nah. No. That ain't the same.
Wait a
That
minute.
ain't the same,
Wait a
Joe.
minute.
That's not the same.
What?
Because a stranger versus somebody that I see, that I interact with.
No, you don't interact with him.
No. It may not be interact in the same means of we friends or buddy. But let's say this a coworker. I just choose not to talk to.
Your wife coworker.
Buddy, I'm finna my wife coworker.
Yeah. But you
That I can see.
But you don't work over there. She does.
She work with him.
She work with him.
That's different. I can't do it none there. I can't do nothing there. I'm thinking it's somebody I see.
Okay.
And that I'm around.
So
if I see and I'm around you and I know I can be around you.
Your wife coworker, that's a dude,
man,
right? Inbox his phone number to your wife.
I ain't doing that.
Okay.
Because I don't have access to you for real. See, when I think about access, if I can see you in my normal passes anytime.
So you see him
at anytime you doing this knowing my wife,
you see him
it's up for you.
You see him at the Christmas party.
Our Christmas party? And he worked with her.
He worked with her. The company got a Christmas party. He did it, and you see him at the Christmas party. You ain't saying that.
Hell no, I'm saying something. Because I can touch you. That's how Joe. You missing my premise. I can touch you.
Okay, so a dude you don't know on the internet. A dude you never internet, and you happen to see him in the store. Hold on. You happen to see him in the store with your wife, and you happen to see him, and you know it's him.
My girl.
He inbox your wife his telephone number. You don't know him. She don't know him. You happen to see that same dude in the store with your wife. You in the store with your wife, and you see him. You ain't saying that.
Hell no, I'm saying something.
Well, you just
like
hold
me
on,
then.
bro. You just like me then, bro.
Hold on. I'm like, hold on, bro.
Hold on. Well, you ain't no different than me.
I'm hold up the line.
Just like me then.
I'm hold up the grocery line. Be like, hold on, real quick, old lady.
I'm
pulling up my phone.
You just like me.
I'm like, Nick, is this you? Is this you, man? No.
You ain't no different.
Bro,
wait a minute.
I'm gonna call it.
He ain't holding me down. What the hell I'm saying?
They gonna be like, oh no, what you holding on the line for, bro? Shut up.
Hold up, but that was on the internet. You don't know him.
Nah, bro. I saw you though. You can get touched. Joe. Joe, you can get touched. Bro.
This conversation
Joe,
over here.
No, that ain't the same as you. You just gonna call out the premise. If I don't got to see you in life, I ain't seen you in life. If I get to see you in life, it was divine intervention. It was for God to do this for me to get to you. You was supposed to be an example. It's different from
if you
it being
gave me your phone number,
Joe. It's different from
you done made yourself an example. You know what I'm saying?
Joe, it's different.
You introduce yourself to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's different from it getting placed in your life versus you picking it in and inserting it in your life. You feel me? I'm trying to teach you something.
I don't know what's the difference. I don't. So if I saw you in the grocery store and you gave me your phone number, I still can touch you. I can reach out to you.
Wait, so you said the grocery store he gave the number?
No.
Oh, okay. No, same premise. I just met them in the grocery store.
You see me at the grocery store, but you gave me a way to touch you.
Yeah.
With that phone number.
I mean,
in my wife's inbox.
You can still block a number. You can't block me if I'm in your face.
You can ignore
at least not be.
You can act like you didn't see him. You can let him go. He ain't bother nobody.
You know what? I might let him go. But depending on if Dex started an argument or not, I gotta at least get some frustration out. So again, God placed you here for a reason.
You put that phone number in my wife, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, we on the same eating the shit then.
Nah.
Because you ain't letting it go.
Nah, but you wrong though.
You ain't letting it go. You ain't letting it go. See, you ain't know no motherfucking kumbaya shit for real, for real.
Nah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see it the same though.
I see. You know what I'm saying? Kumbaya shit. Anyway, y'all, tomorrow, y'all know we out, man. Y'all make sure y'all like it in the Cuff Conversation Tuesday. Hope y'all enjoy the show. I love seeing y'all again, man. We'll be back next Monday doing this thing again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll be doing next Monday because Chef Picking, she does us every first Monday. So every Monday besides the first Monday of every month, we'll be doing the show, y'all. So thank y'all guys for liking us. Always been here with y'all. Bridget, Nate, Dog, everybody, man, who's watching. I see a lot of folks out here, man. Thank you guys for all the love, man. I appreciate you. We love y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to Coffee and Conversation with your boy Joe Lockett.
Oh yeah,
Mimi
definitely.
Leonard is going to be on the show. She's a philanthropist. She's a franchise owner. She can be talking about all these different things. And Mimi, can't wait to see her. I hope she bring me a fish sandwich.
A fish sandwich?
Man, that fish sandwich, man, her fish sandwich is
this frozen rooster.
Yeah, frozen rooster. Yeah. Yeah, she got one here and two in Atlanta.
Joe, I've been doing good, bro. I can't be messing up. I can't be messing up.
You ain't got to. I will. All right, man. Y'all have a good man. Make sure y'all follow all out. Give it the code to follow us.
Oh yeah, make sure you guys follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, Twitch. Shout out to Twitch, man. We going up over there. Shout out to Twitch, Spotify. Yo,
is that Dwayne Thomas up there? I see Shamel. I see my boy Carl Lewis. And I see somebody right there. No, the other one. Right there.
That's my buddy Teague.
Okay, Teague.
Yeah, my buddy Teague right there. Shout out Teague, bro. Shout out Teague,
man. Hey, man, thank y'all. So make sure y'all follow the page where y'all at. Go ahead and follow all our shows, man. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. We love you. Have a good one.